Hello everyone, I am Cathartic Psychic Healer, and this is a reading for Sagittarius for March 2018. Sagittarius, March 2018. If you are a Sagittarius, if you were born under Sagittarius, if your sun sign is Sagittarius, if your moon sign is Sagittarius, or if your rising sign is Sagittarius, then this reading is for you. Please comment, like, subscribe, and share, and let me know what's going on, Sagittarius. So March starts off with the Two of Pentacles. And the Two of Pentacles is interesting because this is one of my favorite cards because it has an infinite symbol going on. And Pentacles means career, money, success, and everything. The two energies are, one is feminine, one is masculine. The two energies have to be harmonious to actually gain prosperity. So you have to be in this harmonious state with your mind, your body, and your soul in order to gain success and money and prosperity. You have to be in inner flux with yourself in order to gain that. Next, you have the Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups indicates that you are putting in the effort emotionally to gain prosperity. And the two of Pentacles also means new projects and new ideas, projects, and a little bit of change going on. So, and you have to be harmonious within yourself. And the Three of Cups is showing that you are putting in a lot of effort in being harmonious. Now you have the Sun next. And the Sun is reversed, and the Sun, when the Sun is reversed, it means that you're lacking inspiration because you're having so much emotional turmoil going on with yourself that it's causing you to lack inspiration. Don't allow your emotional blockage get in the way from your new projects because it'll bring you money and prosperity. And you've been putting in the effort because you have the Three of Cups in the middle. But you have the Sun, and the Sun says your inspiration is lacking and you need to apply new pathways, and you're disharmonious in nature. There's some disappointment, and there's like a lack of friendship or whatever. Maybe you had a falling out with a friend, or maybe a friend told you about yourself or said something about you emotionally, and maybe that friend hasn't been seeing the emotional effort that you've been putting in, or maybe you actually weren't putting in the emotional effort and your friend brought it to your light. That's what I feel is going on right here. But a lot of you a lot of Sagittarians are going to be very prosperous in the month of March because the Two of Pentacles is upright. The Three of Cups is upright. So there is some hope and some balance within yourself. You know what I mean? Just understand the Sun is here to tell you that you're lacking the inspiration. You're lacking the fire, the desire to be courageous. And the Sun is ruled by Leo. So you need to be courageous. And you know, the courageous lion. You're lacking that right now. And you shouldn't be lacking that because you're a fire sign and you're a Sagittarius, and you need to start putting in action. And then I feel everything will start to work in your favor. So I believe a lot of you have started a lot of projects or started new projects. You know what I mean? Just carry it through. Don't let whatever's going on emotionally get in your way. It's just so interesting. So interesting, Sagittarius. So you need to clear that sun out. Maybe you need to go out and get some sun. Maybe you need to go get some fresh air. Maybe you need to do those things in order to deal with your emotional endeavors so that way you can create new projects. Or maybe you need to do projects out in the sun. You know, spring is right around the corner, so maybe that's what that's what Spirit is trying to tell me, to tell you. This is a really interesting reading. Next, you have the Tower right here. The Tower means that you need to break down your values. Some things need to change. There was a little bit of destruction. That's probably what your emotional blockage is. You know, or not blockage. You need to have an emotional breakthrough. You need to get through whatever you've done in your past, friendships, relationships, whatever, and you just need to do nothing but focus on your career and be in harmonious energy within yourself. And I feel like a lot of you haven't really been doing healthy things like being out in the sun and, you know, getting fresh air and stuff like that. And I feel like that's part of it, because nature is healing. When you're out in nature, you feel better. When you see green, you actually feel better. When you feel the sun on your skin, you feel better, you know? And maybe you can create some things out in the sun, out in nature, out, you know, or maybe you need to go for a walk or whatever. However, the tower is upright, and, you know, and it says old ways are no longer of value. So a lot of you are going to be breaking some things that were getting in your way. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of you were trying to build this house, trying to build this home, trying to build this ideal relationship, trying to build this ideal way of life. And you know, the tower has light coming out of it. And when you try to build your own tower without the sun and the light and God and being courageous and stuff like that, you're going against the entire universe, and you cannot win. Trust me, you cannot battle the entire universe. You can't say, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to build this, that, and the third, without paying any attention to how you feel spiritually, emotionally, and mentally. You can't do that. You know what I mean? Like, you need to humble yourselves. And you know what's crazy? A lot of you Sagittarius are really, really creative, awesome people, and you need to start believing that yourself. And that's what Spirit just told me. You need to stop worrying about other people. You need to stop worrying about what someone else is doing, and you just need to just worry about what you're capable of. You know what I mean? If you say you can do these things, if you say you can, you know, I can do this, I can do that, well, then it's time to start showing yourself. It's time to start showing yourself, not even other people. It's time to start showing yourself that you can do it. You know what I mean? And you can, Sagittarius, because a lot of Sagittarius, I know a few Sagittarius, and they're really creative people, and they're smart. And you know what's crazy? Like, for Sagittarius to not be in nature is actually really strange to me. So whatever you had going on, whether it was in your relationship, you were like forgetting who you were. You know what I mean? You were forgetting who you were. Like, I mean, yeah, you were forgetting who you were. And we do not want to forget who we are when we are on our spiritual journey. When we don't want to forget who we are, because it's who we are that can get us up out of anything, that can make us feel good. And if you don't do that, you have the hangman upside down, and there's going to be some defeat. You know, that's going to be the result of it. If you don't get back to who you are, you're going to defeat yourself. You're going to defeat all your creative projects. You're going to defeat all of your results. And for some of you who have been selfish, you know, you're going to be, this is karmic. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like some of you, not all of you, some of you have been selfish in certain aspects. Maybe selfish in your relationship or something like that. And now you're like, want to pay for it because of false values. And that makes sense. Because if you build this, the tower is trying to build something. I need a house, I need a car, I need this, I need my ideal relationship. It needs to be, you know what I mean? You can't be perfect. And then when you're going against the universe, you will lose. I can't say this enough. You will lose when you go against the universe. You need to get humble, go back down and pray. Or if you know what I mean, pray to whoever you believe in and spend some time in nature and get closer to nature. It doesn't matter if you believe in God or Buddha, or if you just meditate, or if you're just spiritual, or if you're Christian. It does not matter. You need to get back into your spiritual beliefs, because it's actually selfish of yourself. It's not fair to yourself. That's what Spirit told me. It's not fair to yourself. It's not even about other people. It's not even about being selfish. It's not fair to yourself. It's selfish for yourself. That's weird, but that's what Spirit just told me. And next, the last card is the Devil. And you're obsessing over material indulgence for Sagittarians for the month of March 2018. you cannot be. You gotta change. You know what I mean? Like, you should not be worried about material indulgence. You know, obsessing over things, and it's gonna make you miserable, Sagittarius. And you know what's crazy? This is like, and you know what's crazy? So the top half is pretty good, you know, but the bottom half is like, you know, saying what you need to do, and there's some changes you need to make emotionally, and within yourself, because it's not fair to yourself. It's not even about the person you were with or about your friends or anything. It's not fair to yourself, and that's what Spirit is giving me. It's not fair to yourself, Sagittarius. You guys are creative. You're smart. You know what I mean. You're strong, and I want that. I want you to really, 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 really dive into yourself. If there's things that you want to do, you know what's crazy? There are some things that you guys like. For a lot of you, okay, a lot of you want certain things. Like, let's say, for instance, if you want to be a writer, but you never write anything, or if you want to be a writer, fine. I'll say this: if you're a writer and you write something, don't let it sit there, Sagittarius. Like, you have to do the next step. You have to do the next step, or else you're gonna. That's why you have emotional issues, because you're going. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to do a book or whatever, an artist book or whatever, you have to do the next step, and you have to do it. You have to be brave when you do it. Be courageous. No one's gonna critique you. No one is here to, you know what I mean? When you put your stuff out, you know what I mean? It's for your fans and stuff like that, but it's for yourself. You know, it's for yourself. It'll make you feel good. You'll feel happy. You'll say, "Hey, I did something in the world," and you're gonna feel great. And that's what's gonna get you back to who, you know, the courageous you or who you used to be. This is the devil card speaking. If you say, "Hey, I made this book," and you thinking like, "Okay, I made the book and it's just gonna sit there. It needs to be 100, like the top one selling book and whatever." You know what I mean? That's not realistic. The goal here is simply to just do the work and put it out. You know what I mean? That's it. That's it. Just simply do the work and put it out. You're already doing the work, actually. You just need to do the next step and put it out. You need to do the next step and put it out. That's it. My message to you, Sagittarius, is keep the eye on the prize, and you will be rewarded financially. Your emotional stress, you need to change. You know what I mean? Got the devil card here. You need to change as far as emotions are going. You need to get over that. You need to just create and, you know, do what your sole purpose is here to do. You know what I mean? Get rid of those false values of perfect relationships, perfect this, perfect that. You know what I mean? Get rid of that. You know what I mean? Like, it's just whatever, because it's selfish to yourself. And you need to change. Change is not easy, but you know what I mean? Like, you need to change. You need to stop obsessing over perfect relationships. You need to be courageous. Like, stop not being courageous, because you guys are really creative. All right, that's my message to you, Sagittarius. Thanks for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe, and share.